Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? Watch for two. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch it. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Kill. Tighten up. Now.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Five. 42, like 42. Watch the run. Protein spill. Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Watch out. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch the whip. 25, check 25. Watch twist. What? On the ball.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ross. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15, line.
That's right, man. They don't want it. He's coming.
Ready?
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On the ground, it's Eckler. He's got a 1st down past the 30. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 34.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On the set.
33, check flag 33. I don't think you got it, son.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. So that one will be accepted. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they'll have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Ross. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Austin Eckler. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Got it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 21-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Break. There.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Ready.
On second down now, it's Ross. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Go.
To throw on third down, Jones. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. They come out here in the eye. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is Geis. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
You don't want none. Show it up. Show it up. Sponge. 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 No.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Darius Geis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First down, Houston.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Rock it. Hey, lock it. Get it.
2nd and 5 now. Jones, and the catch made by Hilton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Ready, set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Kill.
They'll try the left side. Ross. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Ross, he's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
Recon, 132 fighter. They go.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. This defense might want to wake up on this drive and stop them before that first down marker.
Unfortunately, it's easy to grade the defense right now. Not good. 3 plays, 3 first downs. They've got to come up with something to slow them down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. First down, and they stick with Eckler. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Hey, check Mike 33. Hey, Alpha.
Rip right. Mike, check 33.
Topper.
Switch.
Hey, check 24. 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 14-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant. 80 weapons.
Check 31.
Hey, seam 6. Hit it.
2nd and 14. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
Choose the mic.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 2. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike 2.
Yep.
Watch 2. Exit.
Hey, Charlie.
Choose the mic. Don't get nervous.
Please grab it.
They're going to look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second down, here's a run with Mack. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Jones now on third down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set. 70, Indy. Hey, Sam off.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Look at me. Score. Score.
They'll try the left side. Ross. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Leo.
Jones, a final shot before break. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Ross. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
the set. Hard, hard.
Try to do better.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Ready, ready. 15, line, 15, line. Here we go. Check 3, check it.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ross. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you have most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On the double.
Mike, 2.
Smith.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. He'll drop to throw.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mike 2, Mike 2. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
6-6, pull it high. 2.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Second and 10 at the Texans' 28-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here is Eckler. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
It's third and 7.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 7.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 2. It's been a long day for you.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 7.
Go.
You kill it, motion me out.
Hey. High 7.
Now back to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Badgley's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ross, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Check. No.
Greystone, travel.
Check safety, check safety.
Let's go.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a give right side. It's Ross. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Texans first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Mack. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now we'll carry for Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
Check recon, 132 fighters,
Now a give right side. It's Ross. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
30 base.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ross. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
SOS. Hey, Sam off.
SOS. Check your hot read. Hey, check 20.
80 weapon.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Under 10. 10. No.
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
Alert 3.
Now Eckler works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
At the 29-yard line.
Down. 18 Gators.
Lucky.
61. Matchbox lights.
Check 99. Shoot. Check.
Be driven.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, zoom. Snap.
Back to throw here. He's got Lockett. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. A handoff. It's Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You're not ready. Kill.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Let's get the ball. 42's the mic, boys, 42. 42's the mic.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete right around the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Come
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Protein spill.
33. I got him. Joker, 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 Joker.
Check 52.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Carolina, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian, blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails and a 5-star.